Hold on, buddy. I gotta get a coat. Hold on, buddy. I gotta get a coat. Wait right here. Wait. There. We got a jacket on. We got our coat on. We're ready to head on out. Come on, Bubba. Let's go for a walk. Ready to head on out. Come on, Bubba. Let's go for a walk. Good morning, fam. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome. And hello and special welcome to the people. We just ended our night live stream and forwarded it to this one. I didn't know you could do that up until about a week ago. That you could redirect to your own live streams. I didn't know that you could have 2 live streams on at the same time. Hello, hello. Yeah, the dog's adorable. Come here, Toby. Come here, Toby. Come and say hi. Come and say hi. Come and say hi. Come and say hi. The judge at the dog show didn't think he was that adorable this weekend. The judges. We didn't win anything. We did make what do they call it? Reserve winner's dog both days. But it doesn't come with any points, so it doesn't really mean anything. But he did well. If he would like he's running right now, if he would move like that in the dog show ring, he would win, but he doesn't. When we get to the show ring, he's like he's over it already before we even get started. Hey, hey! He's in such a hurry to get to wherever he's going. Yeah, dogs are pretty cool. Hey, 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 hey! He's on a mission to get somewhere. Hey, slow down. Slow. 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 We'll head back towards the house. That'll slow him down. We'll go back home. Let's go back home. You will be moving too fast for me today. See how he's a whole different dog now that we're going back home? Whole different dog. A minute ago he was pulling me down the street, sidewalk. Now he's a whole different dog. How's your day today? Let's see. I'm so dumb. How's your day today? That's a funny handle. That's a funny handle. I haven't seen that one before. What's going on? I'm so dumb. Where are you watching us from? We are 100 miles north of Detroit in Michigan. We're out for our morning walk. Hey, hey, easy. Some days this guy's out of control. Oh, look at the squirrel. Look at the squirrel. Look at the dog. Dog wants the squirrel. Squirrel's gonna laugh at the dog. Hey, Hub Interactive. What's going on, sis? How are you today? Thanks for coming to visit. Thanks for making the jump. Come on out of there. Come on out of there, pretty flower. Thanks for making the jump from the other live stream. I'm so happy I figured out I could do that. Because now I don't have to worry about who I'm raiding in the morning. Usually in the morning when I turn my live stream off at 7 or 8, there's not very many people on. And I keep going to the same places. And I'd like to send the people all kinds of places, but I surely like to send it all back to my own live stream now that we're walking again. Stream on, bro. Thank you. We're trying. You know we're trying. It's another beautiful morning. Another beautiful morning. Look at the green. Look at the flowers. Look at these trees. So we got green leaves here. We got pink flowers here. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it's pretty in pink, right? Look at this tree here all flowered out in white. Isn't that something? Two of them side by side. Come on, Tobe. We're gonna head this way today. Look at this guy dragging me down the sidewalk. How's everybody's day today? The red round object. Red apple raid. Red apple raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Lizzie Asha. Welcome, welcome to you too this morning. Red apple raid. Red apple raid. Red apple raidy raid. Red apple raid. Whew, more squirrels. There's a squirrel feeder right there. There's a squirrel right up the pole. Oh, no, no! Whew. Toby almost got him one, huh? I didn't even see that. I was just looking at the squirrel on the pole. I didn't see that there was one in the bushes. Red Apple Raid, where are you raiding us from, Red Apple Raid? Where are you raiding us from? How much does he weigh? Toby weighs 56 pounds last Monday at the vet's office. He is 1 pound over standard. The breed standard goes to 55 pounds. 22 inches at the shoulder and 55 pounds is the largest border collie that makes the breed standard. Toby's 20 inches at the shoulder, and he goes 56 pounds this week. A couple months ago, he was at 52 pounds. He was on a diet for a while, and then I increased his food a little bit, and he swelled back up to 55 pounds. I'm dialing it in now that he's an adult. When he was a puppy, he ate more. But now that he's full grown, he's putting on weight versus working it off, you know what I mean? Running it off. He doesn't go to the dog school every day anymore. So he's not getting that exercise. But we walk every day. Rainy days, stormy days, I put him on the treadmill. For bag time, we don't leave a mess anywhere. We always clean up after Toby dogs. So we didn't win at the dog show this weekend, but we still had a good time. We got to spend a lot of time conversating with other border collie folks, getting lots of tips and pointers and just making friends. It's always a good time at the dog show. Even the days we don't win are still good days. Two of the three dogs that beat us this weekend for points. Two of the three dogs that got the points this weekend, we beat regularly. We usually come out on top against those two dogs. But this weekend, and Sunday they had a judge change, and I didn't know the name, but once I saw who the new judge was on Sunday, I should have canceled, or what do you call it, withdrawn, because you can withdraw if they make a judge change. And this is going to be the first judge that I say I'm not going to go show in front of. dog people have been telling me, yeah, you don't show in front of the judges that don't like your dog. And it's, it's like, how do you figure out who likes your dog and who doesn't? Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Kevin says his dog weighs a little bit more. Loves going after the squirrels too. You got a border collie? Six years old. Must be border collie, huh? Started putting weight on when he got neutered at 4. Yeah, that neutering will do it. Toby's still intact because he's a show dog. Otherwise, he probably would have got Oh, he would have been neutered at 2. I bought him on a pet contract. And he ended up not being a pet. He ended up being a show dog. So beautiful. And but the pet contract was he had to be neutered by 2 years old. But we canceled that when we switched the ownership over to full ownership. No longer pet contract. We had a good time. I always like seeing all the dogs at the dog show. There were like 650 or 670 entries there. So there was that many dogs. Who did we watch? Oh, we watched the hunting puppies. The puppies of the hunting group. What else did we watch? That was about it. We didn't really wander around and watch the other breeds this weekend. Exercise. You could work some of that weight off of the dog. You know what's a good diet? If you want to put the dog on the diet to get his weight down, is cut his food back by a half or a third, whatever you're comfortable with, and make up the difference and a little more with green beans and carrots. I buy canned green beans and canned carrots. The no salt added, that's a super important part, the no salt added, because if you get the stuff with the regular canned goods with the salt in it, the dog will swell up again because the salt makes them retain water. So what I do is I cut, when Toby's on diet, when he gets up over 55 pounds, I cut him back, and he gets the green beans and carrots and with less kibble. The green beans and carrots are good for him. He'll get vitamins and minerals and nutrients, and it'll fill up his tummy, and it's super low calorie, And that's how he was at. He's been as high as like 63, 64 pounds before, and I had to get him dieting. He was heavy like that when I first started showing him. He hasn't taken the traditional dog show route where they start showing his puppies leave it, where they start showing the 6-month-old puppies and they're champions by a year and a half old. We went a different route because it took so long to get the registration changed. He didn't start showing until he was a year and a half. So we lost that first year of showing where he probably would have won his championship. He was a super gorgeous puppy and young dog. Before all the hair came in. He's gorgeous now, don't get me wrong. But now he's a great big dog. He's usually the biggest border collie in the ring when we go to a show. That was this weekend. He was the biggest border collie by probably at least 7-8 pounds over the dog that won. Toby's, they call it having a lot of bone. He's not a fat dog. There's no fat on him. He's just a big dog. Big dog Toby. Haha, we're coming up to the spot where I fell down last winter. Yep, he's a lot of fun. Come on, Tobus. Come on, come on. He's got his regular routine. He's like a little old man already. We walk in the morning, or he exercises on a treadmill or something. Something gets done, one or the other. And then he eats his breakfast, takes a treat, goes outside for a couple hours, and he comes in and gets some water. And he goes back out and lays there till about 1 o'clock. About 1 o'clock he wants in. And then he sleeps the rest of the day till 4 or 5 when it's time to get active again, when Daddy gets out of work. I work from home, so I get to see it all. I get to see his whole day. The weather sure is different. A month makes a big difference. A month ago there was snow and ice, and this is right where we fell last winter, right here. Whoa, 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 boom. Ha, ha, ha. I landed right on my back, too. Feet up in the air. They had big Christmas display here this year at this house. Toby wants to pee on everything. Come on. I don't let him usually go to the bathroom between the sidewalk and the houses. I keep him from the sidewalk to the street, so he's not wrecking anybody's plants or flowers. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Bad knee day today. The knees are not kneeing. Hey, good morning, Kathy Doherty. Welcome, welcome. Look at Toby dog. You know, I never knew why dogs did that. I guess they got oil. It turns out they have oil glands in the webs of their feet and the paws. And when they're scratching like that, they're leaving a mark on the ground, a scent mark and a visual mark, like bears scratching on trees. Same type of deal. Yep, Toby's an intact male. We're hoping to do some puppies this year. We're looking for a girl border collie. But she's got to be something special, you know what I mean? So we can make show dog babies. Show dog babies. Oh, you have a Shih Tzu? That's cool. My mom has Shih Tzus. Mom has Shih Tzu named Bentley, little Bentley. He's just a little mean guy. He's old, very, very old. Come on, Tobes, let's cross here. But he's been a good dog for her. She's in her 80s. Bentley's, I think, 17 this year, 17 or 18, something like that. Super old dog. I guess the smaller dogs live longer than the big dogs. Come on. Little Bentley. I need to talk to the Shih Tzu, or I'm trying to think of what kind of dog he is. He's not a Bichon, he's not a Pekingese, he's something like that. What do they call him? Oh, Shih Tzu, yeah, duh. I need to talk to the Shih Tzu people at the dog shows and see who's got a retired pet, a retired dog that I can get for Mom when this one's on his last leg. I don't mean to laugh and say it like that, but He's an old guy. They're having trouble. He has to be sedated to go to the groomer. And you know them little dogs, they grow hair like crazy. So he's got to go to the groomer once a month, once every 6 weeks. But he's so old and getting mean and half blind and teeth falling out. And Mom has to give him a sedative every time he goes to the groomer. Otherwise they can't groom him. Mom can't even, I asked her last night, do you think we could do it ourselves? I've got all the tools. We could definitely get it done if you don't think he'd bite us or lose his mind. And she said no. She said she can't even touch him on his head without him getting ornery. But he loves to cuddle with her, but she can't touch him on the head. That's funny. A black and white Shih Tzu, he's 11 years old. Yeah, they're nice dogs. We used to have Pekingese. We had a couple of Pekingese through the years. One was a rescue dog. The first Pekingese was a rescue dog. And I think she was like 12 years old. And she lived another 5 years with us. And then after she passed, I had to have another Pekingese because I just loved the Pekingese. And I got a puppy. And her name was Ariel. No. The mama's name was, the first Pekingese dog was named Ariel. And when we got the second Pekingese puppy girl, we named her, excuse me, Melody. So it was Ariel and Melody, like the Disney movie about the fish. Oh, your daughter's able to groom your dog? That's pretty cool. I got all the tools. I bathe Toby and I clip his nails, but I leave all the... Sometimes I'll clip his feet, the hair on his feet. But I leave it for the groomer lady that does them for the dog shows. Even if we don't win, everybody tells us he's perfectly groomed. So at least we get credit for something, right? We've got the best dog groomer. She actually competes with, she's been competing in the dog show world since she was like 14 years old or 12 years old, something like that. And she's been a dog groomer her whole life. She does like pets, works at a pet grooming place, but she also does these show dogs. She's got Toby looking so nice. Come on, Toby. Come on, buddy. Come on. He's too busy. This isn't a block that we normally walk on. So he's got to check everything out. See where he's at. See who's been here before him. Toby's a super hairy boy. And, but for the dog show, being he's a show dog, that they pluck out the undercoat strategically and leave it in certain places, and they pluck most of it out all over, you know what I mean? He's a double coated dog. But you can't see the muscles moving with a full coat on. When he's got his full coat on, you can't see the muscle movement or nothing. So they strip most of the underhair away. It leaves him, I'm sure it leaves him feeling better as far as heat goes, heat management. Normally we take obedience classes and confirmation classes year round. But this year, I mean this session we're taking just a agility course class. So he's doing all the running around up and over like the A-frames and teeter-totters. And hold on, fam, I gotta... Okay, there was music playing, so I had to cut it. Had to cut the volume. Oh, it happened so quick I forgot what I was talking about. Must have been a lie, right? That's what I grew up saying. When someone would forget what they're talking about, you say, "Oh, must have been a lie." Come on, Bubba Lewis. Yeah, I trim his fur on the paws. That's about it. I leave the rest for the groomer. She knows exactly what she's doing. I would never be able to trim his bib or his mane on the back to make it look right. Plus, to make it look like there's not a scissor mark on him. There's nowhere you look at him. Is there a line from a scissors? There's no area where the hair's all exactly even length or nothing. It's all natural. It makes him look all natural. Yeah, so it turns out that the dog groomer and I went to high school together too. Same grade, same age. We didn't really know each other. I knew who she was, but we didn't know each other or hang out or nothing. We were in different cliques. You know how high school is. Your dog failed obedience training? Well, then you just keep going. We've been going to obedience classes year-round for 3 years. When we went to a rally trial one day, one weekend, where you show the dog off doing all the heeling, everything from the heeling, walking, turning, all kinds of crazy things. They got to do all kinds of stuff and you do. And when I got in the ring with him, it was like we were disqualified before we even started. It was like he never heard the word sit before. Like he never heard the word heel before. He just wandered around doing his own thing. He just wandered around doing his own thing, not paying attention. I was so embarrassed. And that was after like 2.5 years of obedience classes. It's funny, in my house, he'll do exactly what he's told to do. When we practice heeling and walking and turning and all that stuff inside our house, he does it all, and he does it all correctly. But once we get outside or we get to a school, one of the dog training schools, he's a whole different dog. He acts like he's never heard those words before. He's looking at some cats across the street. Are those kitty? Is that kitty? Ouch. Is that the kitty? He doesn't stand like with that authority when we're at the dog show either. If he stood like that at the dog show, he'd win every time. See how he's moving? He doesn't move like that at the dog show. He moves like he's over it before it even starts. Yeah, he doesn't stand. If he stood like that at the dog show, just like that, he would win. Ears and everything. Ears? Good boy. Stack up. Yeah, he's a stubborn kid. One of my border collie friends yesterday was telling me that we were talking about I was telling him about if I can't get Toby the championship by July this year, I'm gonna probably send him out with a professional handler to get his last 2 wins that he needs. The pros win way more than I could possibly win. And for the cost of going to one out-of-state dog show, I can send him out for a whole month with a professional handler. And the professional handlers win way more often than the owner handles. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I was talking to the lady. She told me that it took her 4.5 years. Wow, look at that. It took her 4.5 years to get her dog finished. that don't give up. Hi. I told her I don't have four. I've already been at it 2 years with him. I don't have 2.5 more years of patience with him to just go for the championship. I need him championed up so we can go for best of breed every time. The way it works is if the dog isn't already a champion, then they've got to earn their way to the champion ring just to breed. So he's got to win his class, and then he's got to win all the males to get to the best of breed ring. It happens. We've done it many times, but we can't crack the top handlers in our breed. So we don't have any best of breed wins other than when he's the only dog. When he's the only border collie, we got best of breed wins. And I don't mind that, because that gets you to the group ring. You got to win your breed to get to keep advancing. We'll get there. He's a gorgeous dog. We just got to leave this area. We've got to go compete in Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Kentucky, Pennsylvania. In the area, in the region that we're in, they like littler dogs, littler border collies. They tend to pick the smaller ones. Hey, this way. Toby's a great big dog, as far as his breed goes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Maybe next summer he'll be able to do off leash through the neighborhoods. I can let him off leash right now, but he likes to go too far. Like there's that dog barking across the street in the back, somebody's backyard. He'll cross the street and go bark at the dog at the fence. Or I can't have that. I can't have him crossing the street and going in somebody's backyard, you know. Yesterday morning I let him off leash for a little bit, and that's what he went. He went up and was going in somebody's garage up in their driveway until he finally listened. Yeah, he's a very stubborn, very independent dog. He slept in. I purposely had him sleep in his crate till he was 1 year old. He slept in his crate in the living room, not in the bedroom next to me or anything. I didn't want to create a clingy dog. I didn't want him to be where he had like separation anxiety because, hey, come. Whenever we're apart, you know what I mean? So I didn't want him that tight. And now, and when he turned 1 year old, then he could sleep anywhere he wanted. Most of the time he sleeps, he lays up against the front door or he lays up against the back door, depending on how hot it is out. But he doesn't sleep with me. He's not a cuddling dog either. He'll hop up next to you. You got to call him. He'll sit next to you and let you pet him for 3-4 minutes, maybe. I don't think he goes 5 or 6 minutes. He'll let you pet him for 3 or 4 minutes and then he's done. He's got to get up and move around. But that's the breed. They're in constant motion. When he's awake, he follows me everywhere. It's funny. I'll get up from my desk and go in the other room. I'll turn around real quick and he's right there behind me laying there. I'll go into a different room and I'll turn around real quick and he's in the doorway laying there looking at me. It's funny. Everywhere I go, he's right there. He's real sneaky, sneaking up behind me. And I take him with me everywhere. Even if I'm just going to get a coffee or something, he's always in the car. Anytime I'm reaching for my shoes or he hears me grabbing the keys out of the cupboard, he runs right for the front door and sits there and looks all demure. He looks all sweet and innocent because he wants to go. He's hiding that he's going to do this on me. Dead tree. Wow, that tree's danger. A dead danger tree. This branch is about to fall off. It's not cut down because it's between, you see it's between the sidewalk and the house. That means the homeowner owns it and the homeowner has to cut it down. If it was between the sidewalk and the curb and the street, the city would have come and cut it down years ago. You got a cuddle dog, Kathy? I appreciate cuddle dogs. I didn't realize Toby's a whole different dog than I've had before. Than any of the dogs before. Every dog I've had before would cuddle with you or sleep at your feet. Things. Not Toby. Toby's he's real protective of himself. He doesn't like. Somebody last night during the live stream asked me to give him a pat on the head, a kiss on the head, a belly rub, and a treat. And we did all that except for the belly rub was real short because Toby's not a belly rub dog. He doesn't want to be touched like that. He's a dog's dog. Toby don't play. Isn't that funny? He loves affection, don't get me wrong. He wants you to pet him on his head. He likes it when you put your hand on his head and hold his skull. He likes that. They're all different. Every dog's different. Hey, Wamuyu, welcome. Good morning to you. Like done. Thank you so much. Oh. One thing about these retractables is that if you're not super fast pushing the button to stop it, they can build up a good head of steam by the time they hit the end of the lead or you finally push the button. And it's about takes you off your feet. This guy's strong. For 55 pounds. 55-pound rocket. 4-wheel drive. Yep, it's a beautiful morning in the city. I got work today. And then after work, we've got an agility class. I think there's 2 more classes left in this session, and this is going to be one of them. There's no test or nothing. So we're in the beginner agility class. We've taken the class once before and passed with flying colors. And then when we got to the advanced class or the intermediate class, halfway through that class, I had a medical emergency. And so we had to drop out. And we've never gone back to it. It's been over a year, I think. But agility, you got to do some running. And my knees are bone on bone. And then I had to heal from the surgery from my medical emergency. So we're just now getting back into this agility stuff. He's a natural. He's a border collie. He can do all the obstacles. The only one he's having trouble with is the teeter-totter, and that's on the way down. So that's one of the things they're practicing, that we practice every week, The first half of the teeter-totter's fine, but once it starts coming down, they get that falling, that like they're falling, and they want to jump off to keep control. So we're just working through that. But everything else he can do. He can even do the weave poles pretty much. They're not in a straight line yet, but they're getting close. When it's his turn, they move the poles closer together because he's good at it already. with his little butt wiggling. It's so funny watching their, because you watch them during class. We watch them from the back end because we send them. You stand at one end of the weave poles, and you send the dog to somebody on the other end that's got treats that are coaxing them through, and that's what you see their butts wiggling as they go through. Wow, we may not make our full hour today. Left knee is left knee's giving out already. I was on my feet all weekend. All the running for the dog shows, and then on my feet with the grooming, all the driving. Ooh. I've had it before where I was out walking the dog and I had to sit on the curb till somebody could come pick me up. When the knees go out, it's bad. Where am I? We are in Michigan, 100 miles north of Detroit. The great state, the Great Lakes state, winter wonderland, water wonderland. Those are the logos on the slogans on the license plates. When I was a kid, it said winter water wonderland, and they brought that one back. The winter water wonderland. I think that's what I have on my truck now. My SUV. Well, Toby, hey bud. We'll go one more block and then turn. I was gonna turn there because this knee is not feeling good. Hey, where are you supposed to be? Come on. Where are you supposed to be? That's part of the problem, is when he pulls like that it takes me off my center, off balance. And that really makes the knees hurt. When you're compensating. Hey. Hold on. We got problems. Okay, try it again. Hey, calm down, little buddy. Walk with me. Heel. He's got to run everywhere he goes. Look at him go. The minute I let the slack go, he takes off. Whew, these knees are done. Does anybody else suffer from anybody in the audience suffer from the knee pain? If you do, you know what I'm talking about. It is, some days it's unbearable. I have a pain cream, pain patches, pain meds, and I wear knee braces all the time. I've been dealing with the knee pain since I was 16, 17 years old. And then when I worked construction, I was on my knees all the time doing roofing type work. So the knees are done. Big Banana TV, welcome, bro. How's it going? You had a surgery too, Kathy? When I was, let's see, it was a year and a half ago already? Has it been that long? My appendix burst. And it was in the evening, and they couldn't operate till the next day to take it out. Only they didn't know it had burst. Otherwise, they would have went in right away. But yeah, it had burst, and I was completely all infected, the whole body. What do they call that? Sepsis. They had to cut my guts open and take all my organs out and hand wash them all. I was on the operating table for 7.5 hours, not including the surgery prep or the wake up room. What do they call it? Recovery room. Yeah, I was on the table literally for 7.5 hours for an appendectomy. Crazy. The surgery bill was like 40-some thousand bucks just for the surgery. Hey. I got a nasty Frankenstein scar from my waist up to my rib cage, up to my solar plexus. And it's like that it's been so long, it feels like it's never like my body's never healed up, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll get pains along that scar, or severe itching. And of course, you know, the plastic surgeon isn't in there working on you to close you up, and they didn't line my belly up exactly straight, so one side's higher than the other, you know what I mean? Isn't that funny? Yeah, it's a nasty scar. And so, you know, I never noticed anybody with a scar like that before, but since I had it done, I've noticed other people with scars like that. So I know what happened to them when I see one. Hey, Helen. What's going on? Did I see Helen in here? Helen Okoye, I'm not here. Been around since Red Apple Raid. Thanks, Helen. Thanks for coming by. I sure appreciate you. You know that. Big Banana. What's going on, Big Banana? How's everything on your side? Wamoo you. Yeah, it still hurts. It still hurts to, like right now, the top 3 inches of the scar are aching. And it's an ache that, like, if you scratch it or rub it, it doesn't go away because the ache's inside, like an inch deep in the skin. It's not on the surface. Sometimes it feels like there's like it's weird, like there's wires poking out or something. I thought maybe it was the stitches coming out, but it wasn't. It's every once in a while there'll be a bump along the scars here and there, and it feels really weird, like something's trying to get out. The demons are trying to get out. So I don't have any tattoos, but I was thinking that maybe I'd get a tattoo around the scar to turn it into something. Make the scar a tree trunk and make a tree or something. I don't know. Something silly. But yeah, it's a big ugly one. Geez, I'm so lucky I went to the hospital. I almost didn't go. I was in such tremendous pain, and I had been through something like that before. Me and pain, we get along, so just because something hurts doesn't mean I'm going to the doctor. Come on. Come on. It hurts so bad. They had me on, we kept count of how many morphines they were giving me, you know what I mean? I was on straight morphine for a couple of days. I had the same exact pain earlier, like 6-8 months earlier, and ended up in the hospital, and they couldn't figure out what the pain was. And I had the endoscopy and the colonoscopy, and both of them said that everything's perfect in there. Like the colonoscopy, you know, when you're older, you have to have them so many years. They told me, yeah, you don't need another one for 10 years. And so it was perfectly clear. And then the endoscopy, that one was perfectly clear. But 6-8 months later, what happens? You know, the appendix blows out, and it's like, how come they couldn't see? How come they couldn't see that it was that weak when they were doing the testing? That was something I'm thinking they should have found. Oh, look at the tree flowers. I don't know what kind of trees these are. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? What kind of trees are these? Look at all the flowers. We're north of Flint. We're 45 miles north of Flint, 50 miles. Come on. Come on. It was not last year, but the year before, I believe. I believe it was 2024. I cannot remember. I'd have to look back through paperwork to figure it out. I never remember the bad stuff. When it happens, I try to put it out of my mind. Yeah, it took a long time to heal. I feel like I'm still healing. You know what I mean? But with that hurting and the knees wiped out, it slows you down. Luckily, I have Toby that has to walk every day, that has to be in motion all the time. So that gets me up on my feet moving, because I don't want to let him down. I don't want to leave him sitting, losing his mind, because you know, if the dog's like a dog like this, if he doesn't get out to walk every day and get all kinds of exercise and stuff, he'll start developing bad habits like eating the furniture or biting people or something. So they have to stay in motion. You have to be real active when you got an active dog like this. Otherwise, it causes problems. Come on, Bubba. Let's turn another corner. We want to get to an hour before we stop. Yes, fam. When you're doing your live streams, my suggestion, go at least an hour. At least an hour. Sometimes we got to cut it short because of pain or weather, but we try to come on for at least an hour. One of these days he's going to catch him a squirrel. You know, we walked over a dead squirrel a couple of days ago. Was it yesterday morning? Friday morning. One of those days we walked over a dead squirrel right in the middle of the sidewalk. He stepped right over it, never looked down, never stopped to sniff it or anything. He had no interest in the dead one, but he sure chases those live ones. Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Michigan morning. The area reminds me of Southside Flint. Where are you from, Kathy? You are from Flint. Hey. The cold and rain that usually only bothers my knees. I haven't really associated pain in my guts from the weather, but I know it affects my knees. Come on, no, come on. Let's go this way, buddy. Toby's so curious, he wants to check out every little thing. I don't blame him. So after this, he's going to go home and he'll get his breakfast, and then he'll sit outside for hours and hours. The neighbor comes over every day and brings him a treat, pets him. Yeah, he'll go hang out in the yard and just chill and look at everything. That's mostly what he does. He just sits out there and watches nature, watches people go by. When trucks go by, he'll get up and run along this fence and bark at them. or when people go by with dogs, there's a lot of dog walkers in the area. So he'll get up and bark at them. I don't know why. I don't think he's challenging them. I think he's just wanting them to come and play. Toby's a lover of dogs, of other dogs. He wants to say hi to every dog. He wants to meet every dog. He wants to play with every dog. And he's real calm and cool and collected usually, unless they give him the side eye. If they give him the side eye, you know, some dogs can't communicate, and some dogs are just naturally aggressive. So when Toby runs into one of those, Toby's no slouch. He's ready to go. He's no slouch. He's ready to go at the drop of a hat. But his first choice is to be friends. Oh, Kathy, you live in Massachusetts, but you're from Flint. Okay. Flintstones. Come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Let's go. Is it a big difference? I'm sure you get more snow in Massachusetts, yes. I'm a winter lover. That's why we still stay here in Michigan. And we haven't moved to Florida or Texas. It's because I love the winter. I don't like it when it's below freezing in the morning when we're supposed to be walking. But I love the snow overall. Survival Empire, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today? We're out for our morning walk, and we're nearing the end. We're about 5 or 10 minutes away from being done. We're gonna go 2 more blocks south, 1 block east, and then we'll finish up back at the house. The knees are hurting pretty bad, but they've reached a point where they're making my mouth water, so we're okay. I'm eating the pain now. It's pretty funny. Some days the pain gets so strong that it makes my mouth water. We've got a dog coming towards us too. I wonder if that's his buddy. I don't think so. I think that's a different dog. No, it looks like his buddy. Come on. We'll come and say hi to Theo. I believe that's Theo coming at us. Yes, it is. Oh. Yep, but they turned. Huh. We kept going so we could meet up with them, and they turned. One of the best yard sales I ever went to was at this house right here when they changed owners. I don't know if the people died or moved away, but they sold the house with everything in it. They sold the house to whoever bought it. They bought it with completely full, and even a car in the driveway. The people just walked away from the whole thing, sold it all. And so we came here. They had all kinds of statues in the yard. All kinds of cement statuary. Oh, they still got a bunch of stuff on the porch. I'll show you. Hold on, Tobes. You can see the bear, and there's a big gorilla behind the bush. But they had these 2 big gargoyles on the front steps, and I was like, oh, I want those so bad. I want those so bad. And I was out dog walking, and the place didn't open for another hour and a half. The what do you call it? Estate sale. And I had to put the dog away. And by the time I got back, there was already a line up. I come back early, and there was already 4 or 5 people in line. And the first person in line bought all the statues on the porch. We got one out of the backyard, and that's trying to think. Toby, that's my Esmeralda. I believe that was who I got out of the yard there. My Esmeralda statue. It's a woman. What's she doing? Oh, she's got wings like Angel. She's in the garden. I'll show her to you one day. Oh, you know, I think we got a couple videos with her in them. $10 million in the building. Hey, everybody. Did you hit the like button? It just occurred to me to ask. It just occurred to me to ask. I rarely ask about it because it's never really in my mind. Like button. How does it go? Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And our channel memberships are 99 cents. 99 cents. What a bargain. And our gift memberships are 99 cents. What a bargain. I've decided that. Come on, this way. I've determined that buying channel gift memberships is the way to go. Now, I'm not saying buying those channel gift memberships that are $5, $6, $7. I'm talking about when you find the 99 cent ones. That's the way to go when you want to support a channel. Not only, well, so they get the content creator gets the whole dollar, but there's also somebody else makes out too. The person that gets the gift membership, they get a prize out of the deal, and plus it drives traffic to the channel. You get a gift membership to a channel. I usually, if it's not a channel I visit regularly, it when I get a gift membership there, it draws me there more. I'll go check it out more than normal. You know, you can only support so many channels. I thought I was doing good when I had 100 subscribers. I was visiting everybody. When I had 200 subscribers, I was visiting everybody. When we hit 500 subs, then it was like, I'm going to visit 5 people a day. You know? And then we hit 1,000 subs, and it's impossible to visit everybody, all your subs. It's impossible. But we subscribe to lots of channels. We watch a lot of channels. Hold on, Toby. Is it cold this morning? It is, when we left the house, it was 45 degrees Fahrenheit out. And that was an hour and 5 minutes ago. And so I'm guessing now it's warmed up since the sun came up. I'm kind of damp underneath the sweatshirt and jacket. It's getting sweaty. I'm guessing it's probably about 50, 52 degrees already. We're going to have a high in the 70s today. And then we're going to have 3 or 4 days of cold weather, like high of 50s. But today we enjoy today. Live for the day. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous morning out. Sun's out. Hardly any clouds. It's going to be a beautiful day, fam. I hope everybody has a great day. We're close to home, and we're going to say goodbye. We're going to start saying goodbye. We don't say goodbye like our the goodbye champion, our dear friend Anastasia, but we say goodbye effectively anyway. Have a great day, everybody. If you came and watched our live stream overnight, I want to big thanks and shout out to you. Thanks for everybody coming to visit us here today. Look at the bullet holes. Look at the bullet holes. You see the little black holes there? 3 little black holes, those are bullet holes. They got shot up twice. There's more bullet holes right there by the numbers. Anyhow, it's time to say goodbye. Hi, River Girl. There's River Girl. I don't have any treats with me to give her. Toby's buddy. River dog, River girl. Hey, River. Hi, River puppy. Hi, puppy. Come on. Gotta cut grass tonight too. The kid that cuts the grass didn't come yesterday. He was supposed to come and cut last night, but he didn't show. I'll have to do it this afternoon. We've got class today too. It's gonna be a busy day. I've got to work. I know I've got phone calls coming from the client today. Deal with those people. Deal with work all day. Cut grass and go to class. How's that? Maybe the long kid will show up. He's just a young kid, like 14 years old, I think. Yes, it's time to end. We're gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna look for a raid. Do you guys want to go on a raid, or do you want to scatter? Just scatter to the wind. I'll leave it up to the general consensus. What are we gonna do, fam? Are we gonna raid, or are we gonna just call it a day? Yes, well, I'll try to behave. We will try. Game over. Yes, ma'am. Is anybody starting a live stream within the next minute or two that we could go to? Or is there somebody live already that you'd like to raid to? If not, I will check. But if you just want to go on your way, let's call it a day. Go rest. Sounds good, fam. We'll catch y'all later. We'll see you next time. We'll see you tonight on our overnight sleep stream, the Go and Sleep stream. And then we'll see you again tomorrow morning. Y'all behave and be cool. Oh, have a wonderful, wonderful day. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Behave, be good, have a great day. I sure enjoyed your company. Thanks for walking with us. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.